Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the September plan with me. I don't know if I have a name yet for this month theme, but it's sort of like a road trip, desert, US, national parks theme, because my boyfriend and we are going on vacation in the United States in mid-September, and we will be seeing a lot of desert and national parks there because we'll visit the southwest of US. So I'm starting as always with a watercolor painting for my cover page, but this time, and this is the first, I'm doing it in landscape format instead of portrait format. So the cover page is going to be two sides, and the reason I did this was that I saw a picture of Monument Valley that I really liked and I know I wanted to have on my cover page for September, but doing that in portrait format just didn't seem right. It didn't all fit into a portrait. So that's why I'm doing this really big painting, and honestly I underestimated how long that would take me. So that's why this video is super fast, because it was so much work. It took me hours to finish, but I'm really pleased with the end result. So it was worth it, but it really took me a long time. So you will see me going over a lot of different things, and I did a lot of layers of watercolor. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use watercolor, but that's just what worked for me with this painting. So for the mountains in the back, I did 3 to 4 layers in different colors. I used some yellow ochre, raw sienna and burnt sienna. For the shadows I used mainly burnt umber, and I looked at the image I had in front of me on my iPad and I tried to imitate where I saw the shadows in the picture, and that's where I painted them. So now that I've skipped some footage, because this video would just have been too long if I've left everything in there, I'm starting on the lower parts of the mountains. And then guys, this little hill in front of the mountains is driving me crazy. I think I've painted it like 4 or 5 times. I painted it, this is the first time, then it was way too big, then I removed some of the paint with a little bit of water and I painted it again and again and again, and I skipped some of it because the end result is the same. I don't know why I did it 3 or 4 times, but yeah, I don't know. I just had to do it, I guess. And as always, all the spreads I'm creating and this cover page will be available for free for you to download on my website fabiennedesigns.com. I'll leave a link down in the description box. And I will also upload the sketch I'm using for creating this watercolor painting if you're interested in trying that out for yourself. Now for this lower part, I used a bunch of different colors. I used some more yellow ochre, raw sienna, a little bit of burnt sienna, then a little bit of sap green, and a little bit of burnt umber and raw umber. I'm actually not sure what I used exactly because I used so many colors. And then I'm starting to paint the road. So I'm just using some ivory black for that. And then after the road is completely dried, and I'm going in with a really thick brush that has like really hard bristles on it. I don't know if that's how you call it, but I just dipped my brush in the paint and then sort of dabbed it onto the paper, and it really gave the painting some dimension because it had this structure to it that I didn't get with a normal watercolor brush. So yeah, that's what I did. And finally this painting is done. So we can start with the bullet journaling part. So I'm waiting to paste my cover page in because I know I'm gonna be using a little bit of water for my monthly layout, and that sort of crumbles the page. So that's why I'm starting with my monthly page. So I've taped off where I want the calendar to go, and then I'm using this new masking fluid pen I found in some stationery shop. And I'm trying that out because I sort of have a problem with the one where you just dip your brush in because I don't get thin lines with it. So I thought I would give that a try. And then for the 2/3 of the monthly layout page, I'm doing a blue background for the sky, and then the lower third part is again a mixture of yellow ochre and raw sienna. And as you've seen, the masking fluid pen worked really well, so if you're interested in that, I try to find a link where you can get one because for me that's a game changer. And now for the lower part, I'm doing those same hills or mountains as in my cover page, just in sort of a mini format. And the place where I tried out the new masking fluid pen is where I'm putting the signature Route 66 road sign next to my monthly calendar. Now I'm writing down September, and then it's time to actually draw the monthly calendar. Now I'm pasting in some little sticker numbers, and then it's time for the actual cover page to be pasted in my journal. So as I said, this is for 2 pages, so I'm just trimming down the edges and then I'm cutting it in the middle and paste both of these pages in my journal. Here's a quick glance at the to-do list page, but I end up changing everything in the end because I didn't like it. So now on to the weekly layout. So I printed out a bunch of little pictures and I kind of gave them a Polaroid frame so that they look like little Polaroid pictures. And then for the weekly layout, I'm doing a Dutch door. So I've cut down one page in half so that you can flip it. And for the sides of the weekly spread, I just pasted in some brown paper. Then I gave each of my little Polaroid pictures a title, and then I placed them on either side and pasted them in how I like them. I used some gold washi tape to create a nice line where the brown paper ends, and then I pasted in my weekday stickers. Now I'm using some more of that same brown paper to change up my to-do list page. And then this whole spread is done and it's time for a flip through. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, then please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join this creative community here on my channel. Bye loves!